What do you think? How do the coaches evaluate who they're going to put out there based on who's like a fast guy who can make a play versus who's like a complete player who maybe can do, you know, make a block or do some other things that are going to help the team?
Everybody, at least the receivers specifically, everybody has their own skill sets that everybody specializes in, if you want to say. I mean, we're all great athletes. We're all great receivers, and because we all are succeeding in certain areas of our game, that's why so many of us are getting playing time. And granted, there are definitely things that all of us need to improve on. But at the same time, since we all have developed so much, it's great to kind of see us all get out there and be able to do some stuff, make some plays, and really go out there and have fun. And that's what kind of the main thing I took from last game is we just got out there and we're able to be hungry and have fun again. So,
what's the biggest challenge with Cincinnati's secondary?
To be honest, I haven't watched too much film on them just yet. I've been taking this week to kind of just get my mental game right and just little aspects of receiver play to get right this week. But I mean, I'm going to start dissecting them maybe tomorrow or some point this weekend, and then get going next week so I can maybe get back to you on that one.
Did you watch their game against Toledo?
Yes, because we were in the hotel and we got to watch a little bit of it. And,
I just wonder what your impressions were, because
they threw the ball really well. They came out hot, but I didn't really get to see much of the second half. I think they started to come back. It was right before I went to bed.
You saw the best of them then, because Toledo scored like 21 in a row.
Yeah, I mean they definitely came out fast, and it's going to be an exciting game. And coming from two Ohio teams, it's always going to be. It's always going to be a battle, so it'll be exciting to play them, and I'm looking forward to it.
You guys have won 39 in a row against Ohio colleges. Do you ever worry about perpetuating that?
Well, I mean, we're going to treat it as another game. We got a night game in the shoe, and we got to defend the shoe. We got to do whatever it takes to win that game, and we're doing so through practice, through mental preparation, and through the day-to-day grind.
Evan, you're a football player. When people talk about football,
I hope so.
Can't argue with that.
When people are talking about football right now, whether it's the NFL or college, a lot of times we're not talking about the games. We're talking about all these things that are happening off the field. That's your sport. That's what you do. When you hear that, or you see that, or you read that, does that bother you?
You're referring to like some of the things that are going on in the NFL?
Ray Rice, Adrian Peterson, Jameis Winston now.
I mean, it's
just things that are out there.
It's obviously disappointing to see them make some of the decisions that they made. I mean, it's at the end of the day, they're all mistakes. They made a complete terrible mistake. At the end of the day, they're all human beings. They got to be able to. First, they got to realize what they've done. They got to be able to realize it and fix it. I mean, some a little bit more serious than others, obviously. But in the same token, we are football players, but we are still human at the same time. And they have to take responsibility for what they've done, and really just kind of be a role model that some people expect. Because I mean, especially in the NFL, so many people look up to them when they go out and do something that's maybe not seen as right or obviously not moral or whatever. They have to kind of live up to the standard that they're perpetuated on the field.
Have you guys had extra meetings about that this week at all, about handling your business off the field?
I mean, I think we have core values here, and we all know that we can't really break them. I mean, it's a little bit of common sense, but at the same time, it's always good to remind yourself. I mean, down the hall you see we have our 5 core values, and it's just a reminder every time that we leave the Woody that you have to represent something, 1, for yourself, and 2, that's bigger than yourself. You represent this university, you represent this team, more importantly, you represent your family.
Some of those core values are just pure common sense, it looks like, from what I've seen. Is that at the heart of it too?
Yeah, I mean, for most people, you look at the core values and you see that it's common sense, but at the end of the day, like I said, it's always good to see them as you walk out of the Woody, because that's kind of the last thought that you have as you leave. So, I mean, I know everybody on this team, that when we look at it, we really try to set an image after we leave here, that we are going to be respectful and be trustworthy and honest and treat everybody with respect and just be a good citizen.
Did you ever have to be punished by your dad?
Yes, but I mean, it was I probably well deserved it, because I was the little kid running around always trying to get into trouble. So, yeah.